The person I feel safe with would be my husband. We have respect for each other, that we can be open and honest, we can agree to disagree, but above all, that we have respect for each other.
My relationship with my wife, we're a team.
My best friend Peg, she just gets me. Sometimes I don't even have to tell her I need her to call me, and she just knows to call me. And she just makes my life easier because she's in it.
I love having Abby as a coworker and a friend. Having that support at your workplace is amazing.
The person that I was with, I knew him for 10 years, but I didn't know he had a dark past. We were married not even a year. He was very controlling, so he thought he owned me and owned my kids, who are not his. He would threaten them repeatedly.
It started with a domestic abuse incident, and then it progressively got worse.
The time came when the one officer said, "You have 10 minutes, you need to pack up and leave." And I'm like, what did I do? I stayed with some friends for a couple days, and I knew I had to come back to Eau Claire County to have my kids go to school. The one officer, he said, "Have you thought about contacting Bolton?"
We work frequently with Bolton Refuge House. That offers a safe place where the victim and the children can stay.
The approach that Bolton Refuge House provides a victim is really a holistic approach.
He violated the restraining order, and he started emailing me, started following me, he started calling me, threatening my kids.
With my position, I offer crisis counseling, so we're on call for law enforcement for any victim of a crime. So that's how I initially had responded with Fran.
There would be times where my anxiety level would be so high, and Jackie would talk to me. I mean, she worked really hard to keep me in Eau Claire County because I really at times felt like I needed to run with my kids. She helped me get my driver's license, that it does not have my street address, it has my P.O. box. With that P.O. box, that made it that I could have my checks. My dad passed away. There was police sitting outside the funeral home because they knew that he was in this area. And Scott made that happen, that my dad could get buried in peace, and I didn't have to worry about not being safe. They made a safe plan so my kids could stay going to school.
When you think of school, you think of a place to learn, and kids can't learn if they don't feel safe. That was our priority, was to make sure they felt safe. And we had a custodian here who took the youngest boy under his wing, and his family provided them school supplies. He ate breakfast with the youngest child every day.
Going through the counseling, I realized I was going to have to change who I was, and then the advocate's like, "So what's going to be your next chapter? You have this work experience, but you don't have a degree. You should think about going back to school." I just kind of took some general classes, and then I started doing my graphic design. I've really taken off in marketing and really enjoy it. So I was asked to speak at the county board. I was representing Bolton and the clients that were here. I also spoke at the Capitol. I was the voice that people are scared to talk about.
I think we went for a walk first, Carlson Park.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then we decided to meet and go out to eat later on. That went pretty good.
When people heard about this domestic violence, a lot of people shut me out. The thing about him, he didn't remind me about this day after day after day after day. So I started becoming normal again. I went full circle from that client that was scared to death, that walked into these doors with my head down, to somebody powerful that can represent what Bolton's all about. This union of people, they all mingled, they all worked together, and that's what made me a success.
I am so proud of Fran, how much she's empowered herself, as well as surrounding herself with people who are going to empower her.
It took the whole community to help me get out of my situation. It's going to take our whole community to prevent others from experiencing similar stories.
Prevention is important because if you can stop it early, people don't have to go through those experiences. Healthy Relationship Promotion Action Team was formed based on evidence that there were gaps in coverage of preventative care. We have all these great services that cover post-care, but we are trying to stop it from ever getting to that point. We're trying to get that education in very early, that they know right away what is healthy, what is an unhealthy relationship. All relationships, not just romantic. You can definitely become involved. Go to our Healthy Communities page, contact us, and we'll let you know when we're doing trainings, when we're having different programs you can be involved in.
We can create a safer, healthier community for everyone. Learn more and get involved at echealthycommunities.org.